And being here is what's important. Because one thing a lot of people, not I'm gonna say rappers, but entertainers, artists, a lot of things they don't do is the art. They do the talking.
Right.
So that means they're not loyal to the art. Define your art and what makes you loyal to it.
I mean, what makes me loyal to the art? Like I said, my grandmother was on a deathbed for 3 years and I was at a show. I could be sick. I could be whatever. Like, I'll leave work to go to a show. Like, and it ain't even gotta be like, oh, it's Puffy gonna be there. It's just, I love music. Like, I get on the stage, like, that's my my therapist. You know, I get to get my shit off when I'm up there. So, you know.
Loyalty is a trait of a great leader and a great movement. Let's talk about the leader first before we go to the movement.
Right. Well, you know, like I said, I didn't ask to be no leader, but like, you know, my niggas all believed in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fresh home, I made that double G shit in jail. My man YSL jumped on the wagon with me. We was in 6A, 7A. And then I just came home, I started making bangers. Like, it started off with hooks first, and then, you know, like, I progressed more and more with my verses. And, you know, like I said, my bro Gio, Rico, Bravo, they all stood behind me 100%. They halted their music careers as artists to push my shit. And then, you know, like I said, the guys start coming after that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, shout out YSL, Infamous, Press Groove, and my boy True Pop, man, you know.
But let's raise the level of what you said that much more and just focus on you. You were meant to be a leader. How do I know this? First and foremost, who writes the story to your life?
Me.
Exactly. Who is the testimony of your life?
Me.
Where does your legacy come from?
Me.
So at the end of the day, you are a leader. And because you lent your gift to the world for everybody to hear your voice, you do have a message. And that's the message that I think many artists don't take serious. They take it for granted. See, a bunch of people will rap just to be popular and then fade away. And then some people will rhyme to change the world and become a movement. Joby Lyfe is a movement in itself because life itself never stands still. So how does your skill keep you active, and how does the motivation to create keeps the act going?
Well, you know, there's always going to be a reason to create because, like you said, life never stops. If I'm frustrated, I'm ready to write. If I'm angry, I'm ready to write. If I'm sad, I want to write. I'm going to write about it, you know what I'm saying? And it used to be a point in time when I'd go out there and do some stupid shit, but now, like you said, as long as there's life, and that's the reason why I chose the name Joby Lyfe, there will always be something to write about, you know what I'm saying? You're right though, like, as far as being a leader, I've always been a leader, like, and I've always never wanted that responsibility, but it was always seems to be put upon me.
Why?
I guess everybody seen the strength that I didn't at the time.
See, I'm gonna talk biblically now. The people who were called to be leaders were the people who people did not look most kindly upon. So that tells me something about you right there. Because David was a leader, but David was a child who slew a giant. Gideon was a leader, but he didn't believe, so God showed him through actions of this and that to show him that in the middle, there's just you and him. I believe in the song, Believe in Me, you talk about your leadership. Tell me about the Believe in Me track, how you made it, and then what it means to you to live and to reflect on the track.
Well, that's crazy because that actual track had to be scrapped. But basically, I came home from jail, and like I said, there's a lot of people that was believing in me to get this movement started with the GSH and the FWG, and at the point in time, like, I didn't honestly think that I had it in me, like, you know what I'm saying? But like I told you, you know, my kids, nieces, homies, friends, managers, group members constantly calling my phone like, yo, bro, you know, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. So it was like, alright, everybody believe in me, so I'm gonna give them a track. And my peoples out doing the song, you know, we knew each other for a while, and we was always talking about doing music. So I felt as though like, alright, I'm gonna give her the shot. She felt some type of way about me performing it without her one night and was talking about legal issues, so that's why I scrapped the song.
I'm glad I have it, because you just proved another point that talks about you being a leader, but you have to be present to be a leader. You said you were sitting down. You had to sit and think somewhere for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite prophets is Samuel. And Samuel had to go to a cave to get away from people to sit and collect his thoughts. For you to take your position, every leader, whether it's God that sits you down or life that sits you down, you have to really sit down and listen to the thing that's what's inside of you, because you said you didn't believe it and then people talked you into it. But if it wasn't for that conversation and that motivation, then where would we be today?
Right.
And the strength that you have is not in only what you say, it's the voice in which you say it. You have a very heavy voice, but you have a commanding voice. That makes you a general. Speaking of that, to be a general means you have to be a person who leads yet gets his hands dirty to show the people how to operate when you're not there. Talk about that skill you have in your music and how you motivate the people who listen to you.
Well, you know, as prime example, like I was just telling you before we started the show, like everywhere I go, bro, you know what I'm saying, I got people that I ain't even know that was listening or that listened to my music or might have seen a video, you know what I'm saying? They like, yo, bro, like, we was outside and little bro, like, I was locked up with him, matter of fact. The first time I was ever locked up, he was downstairs, I was upstairs. And he like, yo, bro, where the tape at? I'm like, the tape been out, bro. I was like, where you been at? He's like, yo, I ain't even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be, I don't even know how I want to word this, but it's always going to be somebody out there that you not know that you touching. Like, prime example, I was coming home from a court case one day, and I was walking down Morris Avenue, and a little Spanish kid was like, that's Joby Lyfe? You know, me, like I said, still being the street name, even though he was like, okay, yeah, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? He like, oh, I'm your biggest fan, I love your music. And I'm just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, come here, man. I mean, take a picture with you. You know what I mean? Throw you on the gram. Like, I appreciate stuff like that, because that's not stuff that happens every day. So just to know that the word is getting out there, it's touching somebody some way, somehow, that's good enough for me.
And that makes you higher than a rapper. That gives you political power. Because rappers and MCs are the senators and the politicians that represent the hood and the representation of the hood on the highest level. And the reason why I say politician, because you could be the president of your hood, or you could be the representative of your hood, and you take that worldwide. When you're the embodiment of a movement, it's pressure though, because people would think the pressure is for you to succeed, yet it's not. The pressure is for you to be heard. What does it mean to you to be listened to versus being heard?
I mean, to listen, anybody could listen to you. Like, I could be telling you, oh, you could be listening the whole time, but to actually understand it is to be heard. So I would love for everybody to listen, but I would definitely want everybody to understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Prime example, like I said, like, you know, the song Try Me. Everybody portrays it as I'm asking everybody to come and do it. Nah, I'm just, you know, letting you know. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. But if you do it, that's on you. You're going to understand later
What it is.
why I told you not to do it, you know? So that's just it. I just want everybody to understand that, you know, that the music is a message for us, not just for me, not just for my niggas, not just for GSAWG, it's for Jersey as a whole. Like, I speak for us. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what makes your voice pronounced, because instead of being someone who blends into the crowd, you're actually building the crowd and making the crowd stand out.
Well, yeah, you know, I don't care about that, man. I love going out there, my people, man. That's one thing about me. I'll jump off the stage, I'll go get in the crowd, You know what I'm saying? I ain't crowd surfing because if you drop me, I'm gonna fight. But you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm with all that. You know, I love my people. I ain't gonna never be afraid to go anywhere. Somebody was calling me the other day. They said that they was like, you know, like you get a lot of love from the streets, my nigga. Like you noticed that? Like what made you say that? He's like, one of my mans, I didn't even know you knew like that, spoke highly about you, like y'all knew each other for a long while. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I really recognize real, you know what I'm saying? So that's just always been me. I always been myself. I never tried to be nobody I wasn't, or you know, portray this person. Nah, this is just me. You know what I mean? I'm a little loose screw and I'm a humble dude. Like that's just it.